Our lives are full of thresholds, both literal and metaphorical. Some we cross automatically without noticing. Others are huge, momentous moments in our lives. Moments that change our path, shift our being to a new, unknown territory. A moment when we are briefly suspended between a world, a life that we know, and something totally new, different, overwhelming. It is said that the energy of these moments of change is so strong that they have to be contained, that they seep into the walls, that the walls hold them. They say that if you turn off the noise of the modern world and listen hard enough and open yourself up to them, these thin walls will whisper to you.
We've got to leave, but you can't tell anyone.
Warum? Wo gehen wir hin?
You can't tell anyone because they might take you away.
This is London. You will now hear a statement by the Prime Minister.
This morning, the British ambassador in Berlin handed the German government a final note stating that unless we heard from them by 11
Closing
o'clock,
places of entertainment.
they were prepared at once to
All
withdraw their
cinemas,
troops from
theatres,
Poland,
and other
a
places of
state of
entertainment
war would
are to be
exist between us.
closed immediately until further notice.
I have to tell you now that no such undertaking
German
has been
bombers rained
received.
fire and high-explosive bombs in their most savage attack on London.
This country
Here again is the
at
blood,
war.
the sweat and tears that Nazi warfare brings to the men, women and children. of
The
city,
evacuation of
town,
British
and
children
village.
is going on smoothly and efficiently.
Take shelter. Do not leave your shelter until you hear the raiders pass.
I don't understand why, though.
Does it matter?
Mother.
He's gone now, so what good would it do?
I just want to know why. It doesn't make any sense.
Have a sweet.
What?
A sweet. It always used to calm you down when you were little.
Seriously,
You're still my little girl,
Mother.
and you always will be. I'd do anything to protect you. You do know that, don't you?
Well, I don't think sweets are really the answer.
All right.
I just want to know why.
For God's sake, Annabelle, just accept it. He's gone.
No. He loves me. We are engaged. He loves me.
If he had any scrap of decency or love for you, he would have stayed.
That's not true.
Is it not?
What would you know about it? What would you know about love? You just push everyone away. You're just a dried up old woman who can't bear to see other people happy.
Annabelle.
It's true. You've done it my whole life. You're just sour, like those sweets of yours.
Annabelle.
Just bitter and sour, trying to turn every bit of joy into poison.
Annabelle, stop it.
Pushing everyone away.
He wasn't good enough for you.
Mother, what did you do? Mother, please. What did you do?
I did what I thought best. I sent a letter anonymously. First one, then more. He needed to know what people were saying about him staying here while all those brave boys go to fight. He wasn't good enough for you. I didn't know he would. I didn't think he had it in him. I didn't know it would end like this. I didn't know. So now you know. And it's such a relief to say it out loud. And where are you going? You can't go up there. The sirens are still going.
I can't stay down here.
Please?
We may allow ourselves a brief period of rejoicing. Today is Victory in Europe Day.
Another heavy sufferer in the recent air raids on the coast. The attacks on our docks and ports are a part of the Battle of the Atlantic, part of the attempt to starve us out. Here you can see how Plymouth refuses to be beaten.
Be now restored to the world, that God will preserve it always.
Dropped one bomb on Hiroshima and destroyed its usefulness to the enemy. That bomb has more power than 20,000 tons of TNT.
How long do you think Beatlemania will last?
As long as you all keep coming.
Glorious flower displays of Henrietta Park were a perfect background for the love-in of 300 flower people, the new movement of youth. They were impatient of the restraints that older folk imposed, believing that young people of today should try to be as free as the flowers and as beautiful.
Student who set himself on fire in Prague.
That's one small step for man.
Hi.
Oh, hi.
So, how was last night?
Yeah, good.
You got home okay then? Maybe I should have stayed out longer. I just didn't really feel like celebrating, you know? It's been a whole year now. So I just didn't really feel like...
Christ, I'm sorry. Mary, I completely forgot.
It's fine.
No, it's not fine.
Really, it doesn't matter.
It does matter. Christ, I'm a terrible friend.
No, you're not. And I wish you wouldn't swear like that. It's not.
Becoming of a lady.
You don't have to hide it from me, you know. I know what he does. What it can be like.
It's just how things are.
Yeah. Are you okay?
It's fine.
How things are, you said. But what if it wasn't?
What?
What if someone said something?
And who would listen? Mary, you warned me when I arrived that if he takes liking to you...
Rosita, times are changing. We shouldn't have to put up with this anymore. We should say something.
It's fine.
It's not fine.
It's fine. I can cope. Thank you.
It was never on the neck before. Not with me.
I thought I would stop breathing. I I was terrified.
We should do something.
Witnesses told police Lennon was shot near the door to his apartment building as he and Yoko Ono returned from
The end, at an early age, of one of the two most spectacular careers in the history of American entertainment.
Imagine, if you will, sitting down to your morning coffee, turning on your home computer to read the day's newspaper. Well, it's not as far-fetched as it may seem.
Britain's coal industry in the past year. Another 20,000 are expected to go in the next. The miners say between 20 and 40 pits will close. The coal board say it's less than that. But after simmering resentment and occasional outbursts of violence over the past few months as pits are closed,
Mrs. Thatcher says if elected, she'll complete another term. Mr. Killick says tomorrow...
In fact, temperatures have been rising in the past century. Admittedly, only a degree or so until recently. But in the 80s, things have really heated up. In just 8 years, the world record for the highest temperature has been shattered 4 times. And this summer is shaping up to make it 5.
Wayne. Wayne!
What?
You can't just storm out like that. I just had to apologise for you. You're just downright rude. Wayne? Are you even listening to me?
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with you. It's like I've taught you nothing. You can't keep on like this, lashing out at people that care about you. You'll have nobody left.
What's that mean?
Wayne, you push people. You push your sister, your dad, me, and I've tried. And I know it's difficult for you not being...
Difficult?
You know what I mean. And I know it's been difficult for you with your father. He hasn't taken it all well. But he is trying. He is. In his own way. Look, he'll come around. He will. And we love you. I still love you no matter what. You're still the same little boy. You're still my little boy. But you've got to stop acting like this. You're a grown man. You know better.
So what am I? A grown man or a little boy?
Okay, you're a man. But you're my boy. You will always be my boy. No matter what. What is it? Wayne? Please, talk to me. What is it?
I've got it. I've got it.
What?
It. What they've been talking about. I've got it. So I'm not always going to be a little boy.
I don't understand.
I got tested. And I've got it. So that's it. You're not going to have to worry about me much longer.
I didn't know you had...
What?
Oh my God.
I'm sorry.
You stupid, beautiful boy!
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
What did the doctor say?
What does it matter? We know how this ends. It's all over the papers. The queer disease, the Pufter plague.
Your dad wouldn't say that if he...
We know how this ends, Mum.
I love you. I love you.
I'm scared.
I know. Oh, my boy. My sweet little boy.
Nelson Mandela walked to freedom with his then wife Winnie at his
It was
side.
here that Mr. Ginger announced that East Germany had started tearing down the wall, creating 18 new and permanent border
The lead singer of Nirvana, one of the world's most popular rock bands, has been found dead at his home in Seattle. Police said Kurt Cobain had apparently shot himself and a suicide note was found nearby. His body was discovered in the apartment above the garage of the house.
That they are worth it.
A statement issued by the palace says the Queen and the Prince of Wales are deeply shocked and distressed by the
People
terrible
on the ground feel that it's okay to deforest. They're not
That a
gonna
plane
punish
has
environmental
crashed into the World Trade Center in New York. That happened within the last few moments. No detail.
Reports are just coming in of an explosion at Liverpool Street Station here in London.
All we're being told is it's a major hit, and the whole of the London Underground is now shut.
Why would you say that?
Because.
Because...
Are you sure?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
What if I told you that I love you?
You love me?
Yes.
You're joking, right? But you can't. We can't.
I know.
So why say it?
Because.
Why?
Because I can't not say it. Not anymore. Not now.
I'm getting married.
Exactly.
Next week.
I know.
Christ. Well, it's not exactly new news. I've been engaged for fucking years. It's not like a shotgun wedding or anything. I mean, James isn't exactly the spontaneous type. So why the fuck have you mentioned it now?
I'm sorry.
I mean, it's not like anything can happen. It's not like I can just... Like... I can't just...
Sorry.
And we can't. I mean, you've just exploded. This... Us. Fuck.
I'm sorry.
You're so...
Sorry.
Stop saying sorry. I don't want you to be sorry. I want you to have not said it.
Sorry? Have you never thought how good it could be if we...
No.
Never.
Well... Yes. Maybe.
Yes.
Yes.
A half after the Constitution abolished slavery and guaranteed blacks the right to vote, 4 decades after the passage of the Civil Rights Act, voters have chosen our first
The person who's putting the
African-American
content on
president.
Facebook always owns the information.
issue. And that's why this is such an important thing and why Facebook is such a special
So here at ITV News at just gone 4:30 in the morning, we are calling it for Leave to win this referendum. An extraordinary moment in British history.
I believe we've made great steps, with more people in work than ever before in our history, with reforms to welfare and education, increasing people's life chances, building a bigger and stronger society.
My childhood with your empty words, and yet I'm one of the lucky ones.
We need people to start working from home where they possibly can. And we should avoid pubs, clubs, theatres and other such social events.
Just 6 days after the Chancellor pledged.
Whatever extra resources our NHS needs to cope with coronavirus, it will get.
Nobody knows.
We're paying people's wages up to 80%.
Hello? Is somebody in here? Shit in hell! You scared me. Look, you can't be in here.
Please.
You can't be in here. The building isn't open to anyone.
I know.
How did you even get in here?
Please, I have nowhere else.
You can't. I can't.
Just a few more days. It's freezing outside.
It was pretty much freezing in here too.
You have no idea.
How long have you been here?
About a week or two.
2 weeks? Look, you can't be here. You're going to have to go somewhere else.
Please, no. Please. Just a few more days.
It's more than my job's worth.
No one will know. It's only you that comes here. I have nowhere else. This is the first place that I feel safe enough to properly sleep. Please. Just a few more days. Then I'll move on.
Do you need anything?
Thank you.
There's some blankets upstairs. Some spare tins in the kitchen. I'll get some for you.
Thank you.
But it's just a few days. Or until it gets warmer. And if you bring anyone else here, that's it.
I won't. I don't really know anyone else, so... I could look after the place. Make sure no one else comes in. Like a guard dog.
I'll be back in a bit. Yeah.
Thank you.
There have been violent scenes across the United States in response to the death of a black man, George Floyd, in police custody. Protesters have broken an overnight curfew in Minneapolis after several nights of unrest. Violent protests have spread to at least 20
Ukraine is under
cities
attack by land, sea and air. For 70 years, no two major countries on this continent have gone to war on this scale. That era is now
Thursday,
over.
as the heat wave gripping Europe spreads, it means more wildfires across the continent, burning thousands of hectares of land and forcing residents and tourists.
Ukrainian civilians
Scientists
arm
warn that
themselves
heat waves
against
have become more frequent, more intense and longer lasting because of climate change.
One of them grabbing and dragging at protesters, shouting, the scream. It's actually turning a bit violent here, to be honest.
All is not well with our planet. As we increase our pressures on Earth, we are now crossing irreversible Cleave. They've cut them all down.
This is ridiculous. It's way gone 10. They would have been here by now if anyone actually gave a fuck.
Just be patient.
Oh, now you sound like them.
Who?
Them.
Let's just think things through.
The MPs, the money, the rule makers, the I couldn't care less clan, the we just need to be patient, the change takes time, pompous
It
prick.
does.
We don't have time.
Look, let's just take a breath, yeah?
We don't have time.
Do you think you might have scared them off at the last meeting?
What?
You did come on a bit strong. Jack was making a valid point and you really shut him down.
I can't believe I'm hearing this.
Look, let's just stick to the original plan. It takes time and we want people on our side. Peaceful protest is all about
And how
bringing...
far has that got us? People don't listen to peaceful. There is nothing peaceful about what is happening. Peaceful can piss off. We need to make people listen. We need to stop them in their tracks. Do something they can't ignore.
It's dangerous. What if somebody gets hurt?
Oh, what if somebody gets hurt? I don't care.
What if you get hurt?
I don't care.
Ange.
What? Do it on my own.
Don't be stupid.
I'll do it on my own if no one else cares about our future. I'll do it on my own. We don't have any more time. Things need to change now. Why can't people see it?
People see that, but it's not
I
the way.
can't sit here and do nothing.
It's not the way.
I don't care. I'll do it on my own. They won't be able to ignore this. Be all over the papers tomorrow. All over the internet, social media, everywhere.
Ange. Don't. Please.
This is bigger than us. Someone has to do something. The world is screaming, and they ignore it. And they can't ignore this.
Ange, please.
Someone has to do something. They'll have to do something.
What about your family? Ange.
Something has to change.
Sign of any wildlife at all. No sign of any wildlife at all.
Days from that 7.5 million deaths, we have already crossed the boundary for American
It's
deaths.
a remarkable time to be alive.
The boundary for American
It's a remarkable time to be alive. You may never look at the world in the same way again.
Ancient pagans used to call these threshold moments thin places, a place where we stand between our world and another, where the walls are weak between the known and the unknown. For these pagans from thousands of years ago, deeply connected to the natural world, these thin places were where they could make contact with, listen to and draw from the strong, renewable energy that comes from the earth. A place where we can stop, listen, and open yourself to the sounds in the silence.